Do you play Escape from Tarkov? Are you in a constant need of money? Well, luckily for you, I have somewhat of a guide to help you out on your journey to become rich in this game. I have 5 different things I'm going to talk about that will help you make money. First thing we're going to talk about is that you should know what items are worth. This is important so you can maximize the profits you're making. And I'm going to have a tier list up on the screen right now. And on this tier list from S to F, where it tells you what items are worth per slot. And this is important just so you can maximize your profits. The second big money making method I'm going to talk about is hideout crafts. Now hideout crafts are really good because you can craft things on the side while you're in a raid, and some of the items that can be crafted are needed for quests. And another good thing about the hideout is that if you upgrade your intelligence level to level 2, you will get bonus money on quests. That also goes for level 1. So basically the hideout can save you a lot of money, and I'm not going to go too specific on like what items you can craft or like what items you should be crafting, because it's really hard to keep up with that, because BSG are probably going to change that a lot. Like they're going to add new crafts, and they're going to remove how some crafts works or change them up. So if you want to like stay informed on this or get more information about this, I'm recommending to watch Airwing Marine, because he talks a lot about the hideout and what crafts are good to do. So do check out him if you want to get more information about it. The third thing I'm going to talk about is how to play with your PMC. If you're going to play with your PMC, I want you to play like maps that you know, like inside out, like where PMC spawns, where loot can be found, stuff like that. Because if you play on a map that you don't really know, you're going to die a lot more on that map. So play on a map that you know. And if you're not that great at the game, like the PvP aspect of the game, then you should probably try to go on places that are not that highly trafficked. I hope you know what I mean. And basically, because you want to avoid PvP fights, and if you can avoid PvP fights, then you won't lose your gear, and if you don't lose your gear, you will get out with the items you have found, which you can make money on. Some other things that are great to do as your PMC is doing your quests, because you'll get some money from it, and later into the game you can get 100,000 rubles and a lot of dollars and euros. And with level 2 intelligence center, then you will get 15% more boost money from doing quests. And also do your weekly and daily quests. Those can make you some money. Daily quests, they maybe don't make you a lot, but they're easy to complete most of the time, and you can make some money of it. And weekly quests, those can be really good. There are people that get lab key cards and red key cards, really rare items, but that won't happen most of the time. But you can still get like weekly quests that will give you 200k rubles, 300,000, or other good things. Another thing I'm going to put out here is that it doesn't really involve making money, but it will increase your survival if you're going to play as your PMC or as Scav. If you're in a PvP fight, do keep in mind that if you have a right peek on a person, you have a lot higher chance to actually kill them than if you're on a left peek. I have a picture up here where you can see, like if you have a right peek, you can see the player better and easier, but if you would have the left peek, you wouldn't be able to see the person. The fourth tip I'm going to talk about in this video is that you should utilize your scav, because you'll get a free kit, like free gun, free armor, which means you can roam around more, and you don't have to worry that you're going to lose rubles, because the kit is free. And when you're using your scav, you can also get some expensive stuff when you spawn with the scav. And if you want to utilize your scav more, then you can upgrade your intelligence center to level 3, which will bring your cooldown down to level 5 or 6, but getting to that point can take some time. Another thing to know is that if you have a max karma with fence of 6.0, the items that your scav will be spawning with will be highly increased. You will get a lot more expensive stuff overall. And if you want to learn more about how to get max karma or other stuff about scavs, then you can check out Very Bad Scav. He makes basically all of his content around scavs and how you can play with it and tips about it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is that you should learn from your mistakes by recording yourself, so you can analyze the footage in a better way. This is something that Jessica Sam talks a lot about. He's another Escape from Tarkov YouTuber. He makes a lot of great content, and what he talks a lot about, from what I've seen, is that he talks a lot about that you should analyze your footage so you can act differently on a situation in the future. And the things that you can, if you were to record yourself, that you should check out is that maybe you should have done something differently, like not push a person or not, try to avoid a PvP fight. What I want you to take with you with this is, if you were to record yourself, is that you should analyze the situation you were in. Maybe you should have not tried to PvP a person and instead just gone somewhere else to loot or try to avoid that PvP fight. And this can save you money in the future, because if you can avoid PvP fight, then you maybe won't lose a gear set, or you can loot other things and exfil. So that's what I want you to take with you with this tip or information. And those are all of the 5 tips I had in this video. I hope it really helped you out, and it will improve your gameplay and how much money you will make. And I just want to tell you thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.